Hey guys, it's all here. Engine mount, prop, spinner, you name it, it's here. Let's build. Alright, hey guys, engine is only a couple of days away, so engine and cowl and engine mount are inbound, so they should be here soon. In the meantime, I've got this swanky rubber boot that came from America, United States. First thing you notice, nice black leather. It's got a white zip tie. So anyway, I'll spend the big bucks and put a black zip tie in there so it looks nice. But the boot just fits nicely. It's made for this aircraft. So with the boot, it'll slip over. I was wondering how it actually went over the control stick. With that, fits really nicely around the control stick, and just one step closer to having the world's best 750 Cruzer interior. And just while I'm waiting for my engine to rock up, you might start to notice a few funny characters around the workshop. I tend to, every Christmas, I do a bit of lawn art. So this year my daughter's asked for the Smurfs, so it's Smurfette. I've got Papa Smurf, I know, this other Smurf down here. So I'm slowly cutting those out. I've got them all laid out behind the camera here. Got Papa Smurf, another Smurf, got Bluey. I should know the names of these things, but there's a mermaid down there, Peppa Pig, Olive, Cinderella. So I've got them all lined up on the bench here and a bit of painting to do, but we'll get Christmas underway while we're building an aeroplane. Okay, so the phone's just rung. My engine, firewall forward, engine mount, cowl, 10 minutes out. So here we go. One beautiful carbon fibre scimitar propeller. I'm not going to unwrap that now, I've had a quick peek, but it's going back in the box and under the bench. Alright, it's getting dark, but I've got this in the carport. This is the big box that could go one of two ways, I guess. Okay, pop open the box. There's my cowl with my name on it. First impression. Well, it's going to need a bit of work. This stuff all comes out, obviously. Smells of polyester. It's obviously polyester because it's cheaper than epoxy. But we'll keep going. Alright, a beautiful spinner from Jabiru, Australia. It's in the white gel coat. Got a couple of little rub marks, no dents, just rub marks. It's going to be painted anyway. A beautiful finish. That just needs a light sand and a prime. Cut for a 2-blade spinner. Thought it was pretty heavy to start, but the mounting hardware's in there. And the best bit, it's already pre-drilled with the mounting plates. They've also gone to the trouble of marking everything, so because that's the forward face and the rear face, so all three have to line up. It sounds simple, but with the holes obviously in the slots in the prop, all pre-marked, ready to go. One spinner. Alright, top cowl out of the box. First impressions, pretty solid. Doesn't look like there's too many pinholes. Like, it's a good, I must admit, it's a good finish on there, but the price you pay for that is it's fairly solid. It's got this recess for the oil filler. That's good, but it could also be a hindrance because I don't think there's a supplied panel for this, so got a nice recess. Yeah, might have to chase up whether there's a sort of panel or obviously make one. On the inside, got the green tinge to it and polyester smell. Just a simple layup. The bottom cowl, once again pretty heavy. Might be being a bit pedantic, but I mean it's okay. You see all the pooling, if it shows up on the camera, lots of pooling resin. So it's a heavy layup, but it's solid. It's alright, better than being too flimsy, I guess. It delams, that's just in the intakes, that'll come off. That'll come out. Nothing the Dremel won't fix, and obviously for the prop shaft and the oil cooler down the bottom there. I'll pair them up and see what happens. Alright, sitting on the bench, probably the first thing to note, you can really notice the right thrust. I'm assuming not much trimming required. Definitely right thrust built into the cowl. Also I'm a bit surprised. So the two knacker ducts, one's for your heater I believe and one's for the carby, are just etched on there with no actual knacker duct itself. Unless there's one in the box, but we'll find out. Okay, the main culprit. One Jabiru engine mount for a 750. Been a long time coming. First impressions, the welds are fantastic. Look really good. Jabiru said they opened it up just to look at the welds or something. I thought they might have been bad, but I'm no welder, but they're looking pretty good. Next thing I notice, the feet are already drilled. Why would they do that? Because luckily, I guess, I've already put a pilot hole right in the centre of my engine mounts. What's the chances they're going to line up? Anyway, one engine mount, it's finally here. Alright, so hats off I guess. I've clecoed the engine mount on. So those holes worked out. Obviously these pilot holes must have already been in the Zenith kit. So the mount is drilled. I can't really complain. That's just clecoed straight on. Got a big landing at the top here to drill through to pick up my cabin frame at the back. Looking good. So cowl, engine mount, spinner, and we'll open up some more. Alright, first issue I've got. I don't want to sound negative. I'm not going through trying to find the faults, but I'm just unpacking. So the Jabiru hot air box. I'm just hoping this is a large one and I can order a small one because there's no way that's going to fit on the firewall. So there must be a small air box I can get. That's okay. And big box of all the spares, so oil cooler, oil bottles, I've got fuel hoses, the tubes. What else have I got? Throttle cables, battery box. That's the throttle cable. Carby heat and choke. Oil lines, fire sleeves. Plenty of hardware. Cool. And my 6-cylinder Jabiru on the floor. I'll open that up tomorrow. Alright, so how'd we go with all that stuff? A little bit overwhelming to be honest. I've had a couple of weeks sort of held up waiting for this stuff, as I've sort of said in previous videos. Now that I've got all this gear here, a little bit overwhelming at this stage. I can see how much work there is. You know, I'm sort of going through trying to work out what's missing. Just come to me then, haven't seen a muffler yet, but I assume that's in with the engine. You know, things like the muffler, I'm pretty sure I've got the standard one that's not fitted yet. So part of being a home builder, none of this stuff's going to fit. You have to build it and make it fit. So quite a challenge. It's worked out so far. I've got a beautiful aeroplane behind me. Did I mention my interior? So that's all going well. So just going to sort it all out a little bit at a time and we'll push on. Alright, so to be completely honest, just a little bit overwhelmed at the moment with not having worked on the aircraft for about 2 weeks now. And then all these components, if you like, just rock up en masse. Now I've got basically the complete aeroplane here and every single job known to man. How am I going to tackle that? I've already been on the phone once to Jabiru, I've got a standard size airbox which is too big. So I'm just going to take a breath, go through it all, write down what I need. I know there's no knacker ducks on the side. I'm pretty sure now Jabiru just do a round hole, which is easy. Just going to write down all my questions, contact Jabiru, and I think I will also go through the parts, do a bit of a stock take, put them away, get them out of sight, pull them out as I need. I'm jumping in with the engine mount. This thing's fantastic, I'll show you that in a tick. But I'm going to mount the engine mount. Just got to drill the top 2 holes which pick up the cabin frame. Once they're drilled. Okay, battery went flat there a bit, sorry about that. So taking the engine mount back off, where were we? I'm going to mount the engine mount. Might seem like I'm in a rush, but that's today's job. Do it slow, just measure the bolts. Then I can get it down and get powder coated. That's going to take about a week. And that'll give me time to sort out the rest of this stuff. So that's where we're at. I'll show you the engine mount. First little thing of note on the engine mount, the top bracket, which I have to drill, gives you dimensions here, 10mm in from the edge and 20mm down. However, just be careful because the plate on the back is only 90mm wide. And then down here, it gives you the centre line and 35mm. So the distance between the holes should be 70. Whereas up the top, I'll show you what happened there. So this top mounting plate is actually 100mm wide. So taking your 10mm, had the holes, I ended up about 85, it must be, it's 105mm wide. So I ended up at 85mm spacing. However, just be careful because that is only 90mm. So I've redrawn and gone with 20mm down. I've made my holes 70mm apart from the centre. Alright, so pilot hold the top. Got the clecos on. You know the diameter of the hole is the same size as the cleco, so you can see that the engine mount's just sliding. Can't come off because of the knobby bit on the cleco. But it's sitting nicely. They represent the bolts, if you like. While I drill through the top. Right, engine mount holes are drilled. These little disposable nail files, they're great just for like the burring in behind there. So it sits nice and flush, just gets the bum fluff out from between there. See, that one's down perfect. And got my hole up in here. Engine mounts, happy with that. As far as edge distance goes and centering, the other ones are down the bottom there. The only close call I had was on this side with this hole here. 6.5mm hole times 1.5 is about 9 3/4, I think, 9.75. It should be edge distance. I've got 7mm. So a couple of choices. I can scrap the whole project or just assess it and get on with it, I guess. So that one's close and the other one's right in. That tells me that that sort of lines up. You can see I've got to take some alloy off this skin. It tells me the frame is off to one side. There's no way that I could possibly build it crooked. But we're just out by a 16th or so there, I reckon. Maybe an 1/8. That could be in the frame or just everything. But anyway, I'll live with that. Just being honest, and that's where we're at. Alright, let's have a look at 120 horsepower of Jabiru from Bundaberg, Australia. There you go. There's a trick with these boxes. It looks like you have to take the lid off, but you don't. You just take the 4 or 6 screws out of the bottom of the lid and the engine sits like that. That's how it's transported upside down, so you get the sump on top and all the exhausts. Fantastic. Alright, so I got the ducts, got all my ducts in a row, got the air ducts or the plenum chambers for the 3 cylinders on each side. Obviously there's a left and a right. Nice grommet in the back for your ignition leads to your spark plugs. Baffles are already installed. You need to build a dam in the front, and you can't underestimate these for your cooling, so you've got to get the air right and seal it all off. So anyway, my two air rams looking good, just out of I think that's epoxy as well. Really nice work. Could do with that. Might do a bit of paint, or that speckled paint. Carbon fibre would be fantastic. You can see how we go. The exhaust tube, you can see it's perforated at one end with a hole in it. So I got the undrilled muffler because I don't know left and right. Nose wheel's in the way, and the cowl, you know, straight out, straight back. So it'll just be a matter of drilling about a 2.5, 2.25 inch hole, whatever that is, and off to the welders, get the right orientation. So the muffler is like Christmas a bit. So you get your rubber tape, that's for your around the front of your intake, plenum chambers to line up with the cowl. You get your little fiberglass L angle, if you like, to make your dam walls on the dam intakes. Don't cut your damn fingers. Another bag of bits. I've got the voltage regulator I can see in there. I'll get a start relay, and all your rubber donuts for your engine mount and engine mounting hardware. Nice. And another big box which we'll open up. So just a beautiful muffler, undrilled in there. Nice chrome muffler with the 6 inlets. All good. The other good thing is you get these really nice wiring diagrams, which I love because at this stage it couldn't be simpler. It's made for numpties like myself. It's actually a picture and it's labelled and you can see everything, and this particular case it's for the thermal overload switch coming from the alternator. So good stuff. Same again for the regulator. Really good notes and wiring diagrams, helps the home builder. Alright, so there you go. Long time coming, mainly waiting for the engine mount and the cowl to come from the States. That's arrived, got my engine, heaps of parts, heaps to do. I've just got myself a hangar space, so I've been out there this morning, laid some pavers and fixed up the side of the hangar. Haven't actually taken the hangar space over yet. Really exciting times. So like I said at the start, still a bit overwhelmed how this is all going to work out. Sometimes you wonder if you've bitten off more than you could chew, I guess, but a little bit often. I took a break, and that was detrimental, I guess. You really need to, if it was a model aeroplane, you need to open a can of dope and have a good smell, just to get that enthusiasm going again. So I've been chipping away today, got the engine mount done. That'll go to the powder coaters. Going to tidy up the shed. I've got the shed door open, the wings are out in the driveway, the tail's poking out. I've turned off the electric garage door so that it doesn't do any damage. Then I'm going to mount the engine once the engine mount's back. So also got my MGL avionics harness inbound, so can finish some wiring there as well. Exciting times. Make your own decisions, forge your own path, enjoy your building. Thanks for watching.